Hi guys, welcome back to Maxie's Kitchen, or welcome to Maxie's Kitchen. If this is your first time here, you're warmly welcome. Today we're going to be making butter chicken. Now I made mine very thick because that's how I like it, but you can decide on the consistency for yours. I can't wait to teach you, so stay tuned, don't go anywhere. So as usual, we'll start with a list of ingredients that we need for this recipe. This is everything that you will need to make this butter chicken that I made. The first page contains every ingredient and the second one contains all the spices. So the first thing we want to do is to wash and clean our chicken thigh fillets. Now I use chicken thigh fillets instead of chicken breast because I believe that they are more flavorful, but if you want to use chicken breast, you can go ahead and use chicken breast. It's a good alternative. So at this point, I'm just adding in all the spices that need to go into the chicken. So these are all the spices that I use to marinate the chicken. I'm going to make sure that I put everything in the description box below at the very bottom of the video, so you can just follow through and do the same. Once I'm done adding all of the spices and chili powder and all of that, I'm going to add in some lemon juice as well. Just add a bit of lemon juice, about a teaspoon of lemon juice, and then the yogurt. Now you're going to add the yogurt in and mix everything together very well, and then we're going to leave this in the fridge and let it marinate for at least an hour. So once your chicken is well marinated, after about an hour, you want to take some butter and add it to a pan. So you want to sort of melt the butter, and once it's all almost done melting away, you want to put the chicken into the pan. Now I added a bit of oil to the butter because I didn't want the butter to burn, so you can do that as well. And then you want to add the marinated chicken to the pan and then fry or cook it very well. So once you're sure your chicken is well cooked, you want to take all of it out from the pan. And I also took all the juices out and added some oil to the pan. Now you can use a mix of butter and oil like we did before, but I just decided to go with oil this time. So I added my sliced onions once the oil heated up a bit, and I added the rest of my ginger, grated ginger and grated garlic, and mixed that in very, very well. After I mixed that in and cooked that for a while, I also added my chopped tomatoes, and I also rinsed the can with some water just to get everything out and added it back in. So I'm going to mix this in. So a few minutes after you've added the tomatoes and made them cook for a while, you'd want to add in some spices. Now some of these spices are spices you used. We used to spice the chicken thigh fillets or chicken breast, that's if you use that. So I would put them in the description below in this video at this point so you know the exact amount to use. So after adding all those spices, you want to give everything a good mix. And we're also going to add in some normal salt and black pepper. So I added those ones in after I added like the garam masala, the grounded coriander, turmeric and all of that. Cooked that for a while and everything has thickened up now. And I'm just going to transfer everything into a blender and blend until it's very smooth. Okay, so now that I've blended it, I've transferred everything back into the pot and I'm just adding some water because it's just way too thick. So I'm rinsing the blender cup and I'm also going to add a bit more water. Now, something that I didn't mention, if you're not allergic to nuts, I would advise you to also toast some cashew nuts and then also add them to the sauce we made before blending. So you would also want to blend that. Now, the thing about the cashew nuts is that it helps the butter chicken to be more creamy. So if you want that and if you're not allergic to nuts, please feel free to use some cashew nuts. I excluded that in my recipe. Okay, so once you've actually transferred the sauce back into the pan, added some water, you want to add in like a knob of butter. Obviously, we're making butter chicken, and then add in the chicken that we cooked from the very start of making this recipe. Okay, so once everything is in, you want to add in some cream as well, just to make everything smooth and nice and creamy. So I've just made this simmer for a while and I'm just going to top it off with some chopped coriander just to give that extra flavor. Okay, so I'm just mixing that in and to be honest, everything is ready. I tasted this, it tasted so good. Now I served my butter chicken with rice and then with some naan bread that I made. I'll be uploading the recipe for the naan bread very soon, so please stay tuned. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss out on that recipe video. But this was so good. One thing about this recipe is that if you want it thinner, please feel free to add more water and then let it simmer for a while. I hope you guys enjoyed it and I'll catch you in my next recipe video. Bye!